There are simply certain sports that cost a lot more money to get into than others. These sports are mostly associated with wealthy people. This doesn't mean that middle class and lower class citizens cannot be associated with it too. In today's video, we will check some of these sports. Let's get right into it. The current global market value of the auto racing industry already touched $5 billion in 2021. By 2022, it is supposed to cross the $6.5 billion benchmark, and that feat alone has earned it the place among the richest sports in the world this year. These car races seem to be exciting to rich people because they normally love the thrill of the game, as it has to do with fast cars with so much horsepower and violence among drivers trying to cross the finish line. Horse racing, however, has arguably gained the most widespread popularity due to its association with sports betting. It is considered an equestrian performance sport, and races often take place on dirt, turf, or some type of synthetic surface. There are actually many different sports that fall under the equestrian category, such as dressage, show jumping, and vaulting. Most of them will be considered rich people's sport due to the cost of owning and caring for a horse. Talking about a game that has to do with people in high society. Tennis is a game that has to do with a racket and a ball. The game can be played with two teams on both sides or two individuals playing against each other. Tennis is a very peaceful game, and so many rich people enjoy coming to the court alongside business-minded people like them to have fun privately without any disturbance from others. There are several notable business personalities who love to play tennis and just have fun. Different businessmen join the club just so that they can be a part of the society and have some leisure time to themselves outside business environments. Golf is probably one of the most well-known rich people's sport, and one of the first that people think of when asked about this topic. There are so many different types of games that golfers play these days that it would be tough to list them all. But stroke play, match play, and best ball scramble are just a few of the popular options. Just like tennis, it has clubs and is played mainly in a very quiet arena. It is known to be the richest game played in the world today. Many people in the world today know that a golf club requires to have some millions in your hand before you can join and be a respectable member. Polo is also affectionately known as the gentleman's sport because it's widely associated with British royalty. The sport, however, may very well be one of the oldest team sports out there, and some forms of it were played in Persia over 2000 years ago. Historians believe that the sport was originally used by warriors and armed forces as a training exercise for battle. This would be explain its spread into cultures that features large cavalry divisions in their armies. Sailing doesn't seem like a sport, but it is. There are sports sailors. To get involved in a sport like this, you have to learn the basics of yachting. Before most sport sailors are allowed to go into this specialized area, they are obligated to have a basic knowledge of sailing first. The world now mainly enjoy two types of boxing these days, amateur and professional boxing. Amateur boxers usually get awards as they compete in Olympic Games, but the real money flows in professional boxing. Only the promoters industry in professional boxing already touched $348.4 million last year. Besides, a good professional boxer earns around $15,000 on average yearly salary. Who can forget the Floyd Mayweather vs Manny Pacquiao where it touched $4.6 million PPV buys? Besides, the fight of the century has earned $410 million in revenue.